This video covers available means. This is a concept that started with rhetorical appeals, things like logos, ethos, and pathos. Available means meant to consider the ways in your writing and speaking you could use these appeals to influence your audience. In the digital age, this has changed pretty drastically. We can use not only words spoken or written on a page, but can also use media to influence our audiences. For example, we might use images, or charts and graphs, or audio, or video to help get our points across. These are our available means. You can use this kind of media or anything that's available to you to try to influence your audience. For example, in an article I recently wrote, I spent a few pages trying to explain an idea that I had introduced. But I thought that I could maybe get across the idea more quickly when I used a diagram instead. So I decided to include this diagram in the article as well. When you're considering your available means, you should start with your audience. Who is it that you want to view your media? Who is it that you want to read your text? Who is it that you want to listen to your podcast? Then consider what medium and what genre within that medium would work best to appeal to that audience. Within that medium and genre, consider the ways that you might use things like images and links, charts, graphs, video, or audio to get your audience's attention. But also consider which of those things might present the information in the best way. And consider which of those things will get your message across most clearly. And finally, consider which things will resonate with your audience. Which things will they remember best later? All of those things are considerations that you need to take into account when thinking about available means. Let me give you one example. Let's say I was trying to adapt this video for a group of writing teachers. I might show them the video that I'm showing you, but they also might not take the video that seriously. Maybe this medium and genre is not appropriate for my audience. Instead, I might do something that they might consider more serious, like a scholarly journal article. Maybe I can include charts and graphs in that article to get their attention better, or maybe it can just be text alone. It depends on the argument that I want to get across. But if I was looking at writing students like yourself, I probably wouldn't want to use that article. It's not very likely that you'd want to read an article written by me. It'd probably be pretty boring to you. So instead, I could probably make a video like this one, like I did, or maybe do something that presents the information in a more interesting way. Maybe something like a website, or I could make a podcast, or I could make a series of TikToks, or I could do a number of different things. I'd like you to consider this for yourself. What if you were to take this video that you've just watched and readapt it for other college students, people not in this writing class? What would you do to try to get their attention, to try to get this information to stick, and to try to get the message across in the best way? What media and genres would you use? What would you do to appeal to that audience? What methods would get this message across the best? Take a moment to think about that. Pause the video and consider what methods would get across best to other college students outside of this class. So, when you're thinking about persuasion, think about your available means. Of course, continue to think about those rhetorical appeals, but in particular, think about the audience you're trying to reach and what best will reach that audience. Consider all of your available means. What media, what images, what links, what charts or graphs, what audio, what video will best appeal to your audience, best get your message across, and best resonate with the people that you want to view it.